Hi everyone! Welcome to Basic Japanese Writing, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to master the Japanese alphabet. You've learned these 25 hiragana characters from the previous lessons. In this lesson, you learn 5 new characters and 16 new sounds. I promise it will be easy, so stay tuned to learn all about them. The first hiragana character for this lesson is ha. Ha. To remember ha, imagine this part is a capital letter H and then there's a small a in front of it. Ha. Ha might look similar to ke, so it may be confusing. To tell the difference between them, remember that ha has a hoop. Did you miss the dakten last lesson? Well, this column can be modified by adding a dakten as well. Can you guess what the new sound will be after adding a dakten to ha? It will be ba, ha, ba, ha, ba. But wait, there's one more mark that can modify the H column. It's the handakten or maru mark. It looks like a small circle and it's placed in the same position as the dakten. This mark makes the consonant of the syllable plosive and it's unique to this column. Ha with the handakten is pronounced pa, ha, pa, ha, pa. A consonant is plosive when there's a big burst of air coming out of your mouth when you say it. Pa, pa. Try to feel the difference. Ha, ba, pa, pa. Ha is also a popular hiragana. It's a topic marking particle in Japanese. So the word or phrase that comes before it is the topic of the sentence. But be careful. Ha is pronounced differently when it's used as a topic marking particle. It will be pronounced as wa. For example, これは箸です。箱は大きいです。母は花が好き。Many native speakers actually find it hard to read this last example if it's written just in hiragana. This is where kanji is very useful. Knowing which part is a word and which part is a particle makes it easy to read Japanese. Hiragana ha is written in 3 strokes. The first 2 strokes are similar to the hiragana ke. It starts with a curved vertical stroke that ends with a hane. Then the second stroke is a short horizontal line. The third stroke is a vertical line which crosses the second stroke and finishes off with a loop. Okay, let's see it again. Okay, next up is the hiragana character hi. Hi. Can you see a smiling mouth going hi 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 hi? Now, let's add a dakten to hi. Hi with a dakten is pronounced as bi, hi, bi, hi, bi. And how will it sound like with a handakten? It's going to be pi, hi, pi, hi, pi. Hiragana hi is written in 1 stroke. Start by making a short horizontal line, then trace back a bit and make a big curve that ends around here. Trace back again and make a small curve. Okay, let's see it again. The third hiragana for this lesson is fu. It's not fu or fu, but somewhere in between fu, fu. It's a sound unique to Japanese, so let's remember it with something unique to Japan. Mount Fuji. Let's try adding a dakten to fu as well. How do you think it will sound? It's pronounced as bu. Listen carefully. ふ、ぶ、ふ、ぶ. Now let's try it with the handakuten. It becomes ぷ、ふ、ぷ、ふ、ぷ. Hiragana ふ is written in 4 strokes. The first stroke is a short slanted stroke on the top. It ends with a hane. The second stroke is a medium-sized stroke that looks like a nose. Flick your pen at the end of this stroke and continue on to where the third stroke starts. Draw a short slanted stroke. This one also ends with a hane. Continue on to this point, where you make a final short carved line. It takes some time to get used to writing this character smoothly, so be sure to practice writing it. Okay, let's see it again. Next is the hiragana character, he. He. It looks like it's pointing up to heaven, where the sky is. Let's modify he with the dakuten. It's now pronounced as be, he, be, he, be. And when he is modified with the handakuten, it will be pronounced as pe, he, pe, he, pe. He is the particle used to indicate the place towards which something is moving. Just like ha, he also changes pronunciation when used as a particle. In this case, we pronounce it as e, just like the hiragana e. Listen to some examples. 学校へ行く、駅へ行く。Hiragana he is written in 1 stroke. Start from the middle and draw a diagonal line upwards. Then, turn and make a longer diagonal line towards the bottom right. The peak of this character should not be in the center. Instead, it's a bit to the left. Also, the line upwards should be a little bit shorter than that of the downwards line. Okay, let's see it again. Our final character for this lesson is the hiragana ho. Ho. Try imagining a horse's face with its mane on the left side to remember this character. Does ho remind you of ha? They both have a hoop. So how do you remember them? Well, ho has 2 horizontal lines, and ha only has 1. So this means ha has only half the lines and ho has the whole lot. What does ho sound like with the dakuten? Ho with the dakuten is pronounced bo, ho, bo, ho, bo. And with the handakuten, it will be po, ho, po, ho, po. Hiragana ho is written in 4 strokes. The first stroke is a carved vertical line with a hane at the end, just like the first stroke of ha, ni, and ke. The second and third stroke are 2 short parallel lines on the top right. The final stroke begins from the second stroke, goes down, and cuts through the third stroke and ends with a loop. Make sure that the final stroke does not start above the second stroke. Okay, let's see it again. Let's see all the characters again. Ha, or if it's used as a particle, wa, ba, pa, hi, bi, pi, fu, bu, pu, he. Or if it is used as a particle, e, be, pe, ho, bo, po. Now, let's review what you've learned. I'll show you a character or a word and give you time to say them. Ready? Fu. Remember that it's like Mount Fuji. Bi. It has the handakuten which makes it plosive, so it's pe. Na. Remember, it's the complicated knot, right? Which one is the hiragana ha? It's this one with the hoop and half the horizontal lines as ho. Go. Chi. Hana. This means flower. Hiza. It's your knee. This could be hashi, meaning chopsticks, or hashi, which means bridge. Fushigi. Fushigi means strange. Hanabi. This is Japanese for fireworks. Literally, it means fire flowers. Fukuzatsu. This means complicated. Hikidashi. Hikidashi is a drawer. Keppeki. It means perfectionist. Great job! As you learn more characters, you notice that some of them look similar. Try making a chart of your own, grouping similar characters and list down a unique feature you can find for each so that, when you see it, you can identify that specific character easily. Okay, let's wrap up this lesson by recapping what you've learned. In this lesson, you learned ha, ba, and pa, hi, bi, and pi, fu, bu, and pu, he, be, and pe, and ho, bo, and po. よくできました。You've now mastered 30 characters and 56 Japanese syllable sounds. Are the dakuten and handakuten marks getting too complicated? Don't worry, this is the last column you'll use them in. Next time, there's no need to use your head as much, but you learn how to say it in Japanese instead when we move on to the M column. Before you go, practice writing the following words on your own. Hata, 骨、8、星、肘、膝、ひげ、ニキビ、1つ、2つ、放棄、差別、響き、日付、複雑、方法、ひいらぎ、一つずつ、潔癖、引きこもり。See you in the next lesson! またね!